Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. The paper I've chosen today is 2024 March 21 and we're going to look into task 3 database. Okay, you're going to prepare some reports. So you need to consider these. Make sure all currency values display the same currency symbol and are set to 2 decimal places. Okay, let's have the database open, blank database. The first step is to save it with the file name in the folder. Okay, make sure you save it inside the correct folder. So the 2024 March 21 and click OK and then create. Okay, now let's begin. Examine the file C02 games and identify the most appropriate field to set as a primary key. Now what you need to do is you need to open the file C02 games, but make sure you do not make any changes to these data. You need to find the primary key to be set. Okay, from these you need to identify which field can be set as a primary key. Primary key, we know it is the data that cannot be repeated, that are not repeated. Okay, that's supposed to be a primary key. Now it's basically the codes. So gen code, starting with gen code, here you see the records are repeated. G11 is repeating, G7 is repeating, so that cannot be a primary key. Whereas age code, you see age code is also repeating, the data is repeating, that is the records are repeating, so cannot. Whereas game code, there's a field called game code. That doesn't seem to be repeating. So that can be set as a primary key. Out of these, it's usually basically codes or IDs to be set as primary key. Okay, so let's go back. We have identified as game code to be the primary key. Close this file. You close the Excel file. Don't save, okay? Don't make any changes. Using the database software, that is Access, import the file C02 games. So let's go here, external data, text file, browse for the file. C02 games, open, click OK. Don't make any changes here, leave it to be delimited. Next, first row, set the first row to be the field names. Next, go to advanced and set the data type. Okay, game title is supposed to be text, short text, leave it, no changes. Release here is number, but here they say it's supposed to be 0 decimal place. So when it is number and decimal place to be set, you set it to be double. And then gen code, text, game code, text, age code is also text, publisher, game publisher is also text. So all of these is supposed to be text, no changes. Next, price is currency. So price, set it to be currency data type. And then console type and platform are text. Okay, no changes. Now here global sales is number with 2 decimal place. Rank is also number with 2 decimal place. So we'll change them to double. It's already double, one of them. The other one, set it to be double. Click OK. Move on to the next page. Now set the identified primary field as primary key. Choose my own primary key and choose game code. Next, finish. Close and open the table. Go to Home tab, View, Design View. Here we need to set the format. So let's begin here. Release here. Click on the number data type. They say it's supposed to be 0 decimal place. Format, set it to be fixed. And decimal place, set it to be 0. Next, number, currency symbol with 2 decimal place. currency, choose euro, I choose it to be euro, and decimal place to 2, and then global sales 2 decimal place. Global sales is supposed to be 2 fixed and 2 decimal place, whereas rank is supposed to be 0 decimal place. Fix the format and decimal place set it to be 0. So you need to show a screenshot of this. Place in your evidence document showing field names, data types, primary keys used in the table. So take a screenshot, print screen. Okay, and paste it in your evidence. This is going to be step 11. Step 11 there. Paste your screenshot. Okay. Okay, we're done with that. Continuing, go to view. Save your file first. Save your file. View data sheet view. Okay, let's continue. Import the file C02 classifications as a new table in your database. External data again, text file. Browse for classifications, C02 classifications. Okay, next, first row contains field name. Now here, use the fields provided, field names and data types provided. No changes. Move on to the primary key. Age code as primary key. Choose my own primary key and set age code to be the primary key. Next and finish. Close. You're supposed to provide the screenshot again of this. Open classification field. View design view. Print screen. And then place this in your evidence. Step 12. Okay. And then let's go back. View data sheet view. Let's continue. Import another table. Genre. External data. Text file. Browse for genre. Open. Next, first row set it to be the field names, data type. No changes to the data type. Move on to primary key. Primary key is gen code. Choose my own primary key and make sure it is gen code. Finish. Close. Open genre and place in your evidence. Go to the design view of this table. Take a screenshot of the table. Okay, and paste this in your evidence under step 13. And there you have it. Okay, view data sheet view. All right, so we are done with that. Now, this is called as a relational database because we have more than one table in the same database. Okay, when it is just one table there in a database, we call it a flat file database. Whereas here, this is called as a relational database because we have more than one table. So we need to link all the three tables. Create one-to-many relationships as links. Okay, let's close the tables first. We need to close them first in order to link it. Go to database tools, relationship, add all three tables. Okay, add the tables. You can add it one by one also. So starting from genre table to games. So gen code to gen code. Click on gen code in genre table and the to gen code in the games table. And there you have it. Enforce referential integrity. You're supposed to provide a screenshot of this. create. There you have one to many. And yeah, paste a screenshot here under step 14. And there's one more table to be linked. So let's continue here. Classification table to games table. So classification from here to here, games. Age code to age code. Yeah, age code to age code. So click on age code here, drag the mouse, hold the mouse and drag it to age code here in the games table and leave the mouse. Okay, enforce referential integrity because it's one to many. Print screen. Take a screenshot of this and create. Paste this again here in the evidence on the same step. Okay, there we have both the screenshots. Okay, next let's continue. So we are done with evidence. Save your file and close this design. Next, add the following as a new record in the games table. Open games table, scroll all the way down. Oh, that's a lot of records. Okay, let's type in the new record. Dr. Thomas, 2006, G6, page 020, C3, Creation Arts, Creation Arts, 18.80, Cyrus 360, GD7, global sales is supposed to be 4.86, and rank is 203. Okay, finally, once this record is typed, you need to save your file. If not, this record will not be shown in your query. Okay, so save it. Okay, now let's start creating a report. Using fields from all three tables, produce a tabular report. So before creating a report, you need to create a query first. And then you create a report, okay? So let's create a query first from all three tables. So starting from games, create query wizard, simple query, choose all the fields from all three tables. Next, modify and finish. Okay, now let's begin the criteria. They say here it's supposed to be console type begins with the text Cyrus. Okay, console type begins console type. So it's going to be like star. No, it's Cyrus. Let me check. Begins with the text Cyrus. Okay, there you have it. So it's basically like space Cyrus, Cyrus, and then a star. Okay, an asterisk. Release here. So this how it looks like. The criteria how it looks like is this like space Cyrus and then an asterisk. Okay. Okay, next release here. Release here. Release here. Release here is there. 2010 or later. Greater than equal 2010. Okay, greater than equal 2010. Click on an empty cell, save your file and click on this run. You get the records there. Okay, so you see all the Cyrus, all the console type begins with Cyrus, and release year is greater than 20, oh, greater than or equal to 2010. Okay, so you get 32 records. So from this query, you need to double click query and then create a report. So we are done with query. The next one we're going to do is the report. Create, double click on query, create, report wizard. Now choose the fields. Game title, genre, age category, release year. So all those fields. Console type, release year, console type, and rank. Okay, rank. There you have it. Next, next. Okay, sort the data into ascending order of rank. From the list, choose rank. Next, orientation, set it to be leave it to be portrait. It's already, field is already adjusted to be single page width. And then includes only the title, latest Cyrus console game. So move on to the next page, change it to latest Cyrus console games, and then modify the report's design finish. It brings you to the design view here. Now here, this must be in larger font size. So increase the font size to make it no larger, something 26 I guess should be fine. And then make sure the text is fully visible. Okay. And then your name, center number, and candidate number on the report. It must appear on the report. So go to the design tab, get a label AA, and draw a label on the page footer. And there you will type in your name, center number, followed by your candidate number. View, report view, you have the data there. Okay. And then you'll have to make sure all the text is fully visible. So go to layout view and you're going to adjust in this order. Game title, game rank is supposed to be at the end. So move it to the end. Game title is supposed to be at the beginning. And make sure the content is fully visible. Followed by genre. And then age category. Age category, the text has to be fully visible. And then release year. Release year. Then console type. Console type is overlapping rank. Okay, and finally have rank then. So this is how your printout is going to look like. So to print, save your file. File, print preview. See, it must be on one page. Okay, you must just have one page there. And then that will be your first printout. So once done, close print preview. And then we will move on to the next report using fields from games table and classification table. So open games, create. Again here, before you create the report, you're creating a query first, and then only you create a report. Okay, so let's do query. Create query wizard. Simple query, all the fields from here, and then from classification, all the fields. Modify the query design, finish. Okay, now the criteria here is game title includes the text Thomas. Thomas. Okay, let me check here. I think I have made a mistake here with the spelling. Okay, let me go back to games, and there. It's supposed to be Thomas. Thomas. Yeah, save your file. Okay, and then come back here. Let's continue. Includes the text Thomas. So game title, like, space within asterisk Thomas. So here this is basically the criteria is like this, like within asterisk Thomas. Okay, yeah. And then age code is C3 or C7. So age code there. Age code is C3 or C7. Okay, C3 or C7. Save your file and click run here. So you get 42 records. Okay, and then now we'll create the report. Okay, we'll create the report. Oh, before that, okay, I missed a step here. Contains a new field called sales percentage. So go back to your design. You need to add a new column here, and the name of the field is sales underscore percentage colon. This field will display percentage sales for each game in the section. The total number of games sold was 354. Use global sales divided by 354. So within square bracket, global underscore sales, close the square bracket, divided by 354, then multiplied by 100. So you need to open a bracket here as a whole. Open a normal bracket, and then at the end, close the bracket times 100. Okay, so how the formula looks like is sales underscore percent, sales underscore percent, colon, open a bracket, a square bracket for the field name, global underscore sales, close the bracket, divided by 354, and then the whole of these you need to multiply by 100 times 100. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, so the formula is, this is how it looks like. Okay, and format this to display with 2 decimal place. So property sheet, format, set it to be fixed, and then save your file, click run, and come back here to see if it is showing the decimal place. There, now it shows the decimal place. Set it to be 2. Okay, and then save your file again, click run. Now you have the values at the end. Okay, all right, now we will create the report for this table. So this is query 1. Query 1, double click on query 1, create a report wizard, choose the fields. The fields are game title, age category, sales, game publisher, console type, price, and sales percentage. Okay, next. Ascending order of console type, and then descending order of global sales, Next, landscape orientation, single page width, fitted to single page. Change the title to Junior Thomas Games. Junior Thomas Yates. Modify the report's design and finish. Okay, now you're supposed to calculate the average price and place this below the average price column. Make sure the title is clearly visible. Okay, if required, you increase the font size. Okay, that's one thing. And for the formula, it has to be on the report footer. So add some space on the report footer and get a text box for the formula AP. Draw a text box. So they're asking you to find the average of price equal AVG, open bracket, AVG price. It's average price. And then this is supposed to be set to currency with 2 decimal place. So property sheet, format, choose euro and 2 decimal place. Okay, name the label to be average game price. Change this to, average game price, and make sure it doesn't overlap. And I think we'll have to provide a screenshot of the formula. Yeah, take a screenshot of the formula, paste this in your evidence, and then your name, center number, and candidate number must be appearing on the footer on every page. So add in a label on the page footer AA and type in your candidate details, your name, center number, and your candidate number. Save your file, view, report view, and there you have the data there with the answer at the end. Okay, now you need to arrange it in the order. Go to layout view and make sure it is in the correct order, starting from game title. Game title is it? See, it's not in the order. So you need to arrange it in the order. Okay, so move this somewhere here. Game title, move it to the beginning. Sorry. Move it to the beginning. Okay, and then followed by age category. Before that, make sure the game title, the content is fully visible. Age category is here. Move it and extend the column space so that the text is fully visible. And then global sales. Next, game publisher. And then console type. Console type. Okay. Console type. Yeah. And then followed by price. Followed by sales percentage. Okay. Finally, your answer must be positioned below the price column. Okay, your answer must be positioned below the price column because it is mentioned in the paper there. There. Below the price column. Okay. And finally, this will be your another printout. File, print, check the print preview if it is not more than 2 pages. Okay. Yeah. And you will print. So that's the end of this paper. I hope that was clear. See you guys in another video. Thank you. Bye-bye.